Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It is moonmothgoddess. Thank you guys so much for being here. And for those of you that missed the announcement last week, I did create a second tarot channel here on YouTube. It is called Neptune's Child Tarot. So I hope you guys will also join me over there, where the majority of the readings that I am posting on that channel are dedicated to work within the self, focusing on yourself, okay? So I hope that you'll check that out. I will have the link down below pinned in the comments. That'll be right beneath the timestamps for you guys, okay? So today's reading, we are looking into what you need to know about your connection, your love connection, the person that you do have on your mind, okay? So just keep in mind that this is going to be really Spirit's guidance messages, what you're needing to know about the connection that you do have with that person. So because of the context of that question, that might be triggering for some of you, really, because it's really Spirit wanting us to see something clearly or understand something about the connection that we do have with a specific person in mind, okay? So just keep that in mind. I do not control the messages that come through the piles. I only read them, and it's only to really kind of serve your highest good, to give you clarity on something that you may already feel intuitively, okay? So if you're feeling that after you've chosen a pile, it doesn't really match or resonate with the energy that you're feeling within yourself, then you may need to choose a different pile, or you can check out one of the other readings that I do have available in the Pick a Card playlist. So I am going to be putting a trigger warning on this one, just in case, you know, some of you may be feeling a little bit sensitive. I notice sometimes in the comments after I'll post certain readings, you know, I'm a very direct reader. I'm very honest with whatever messages come through. I do not sugarcoat anything just to please people's egos and sensitive egos, right? So I want to really bring these readings forward for you to help you to grow, to evolve, and to become the best version of yourself, no matter what area of your life that is really in, okay? So what do you need to know about your connection? We're getting guidance from Spirit, truth of the connection, something we are seeing, we're not seeing, whatever it is that Spirit wants to talk about today, okay? So pile number 1 is going to be Isis, okay? Pile 1 with Isis, and that is going to be with this carnelian here for pile number 1. Pile number 2, you are going to be Venus, and that is with this little serpentine crystal here, which is a little green one. And then pile number 3, you are going to be the goddess Ishtar, and that is with this pink agate for pile number 3. Okay, so pile number 3, Ishtar. Pile 2, you are going to be Venus. And then pile number 1, you are going to be Isis with the carnelian. Pause the video if you guys need a little bit more time. You can choose based off of the imagery, a goddess that you connect to, or even if you like to kind of do it with both the crystals and the piles for you guys. So timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So for those of you that resonated with the goddess Isis and the carnelian, this is going to be your reading today. So we're going to look at what you need to know about your connection, and we'll see how the goddess Isis kind of plays into the message that Spirit is kind of wanting to bring forth for you today with what you need to know about your connection. As I said in the intro, I am putting a trigger warning on this reading. I do not control the messages that come through. I only read them for you guys, okay? To the best of my ability to bring you clarity, okay, on your situation. So we're going to start off with your tarot, and then we will look at your oracle messages. So pile number 1, what do you need to know about your connection? Spirit's guidance, advice, something that maybe you're needing to recognize, or maybe to even bring some type of confirmation about the connection that you do have with your person, okay? So we have the Ace of Cups, We have the Three of Wands. We have the World. And then we also have the Five of Cups. Okay. So what I'm kind of feeling, this feels of looking at this, the Five of Cups in some pretty heavy energy, okay? And it could be that you are in a connection. Now, just keep in mind that this could be really something that you are experiencing with this person in the connection, or it can even be something that maybe you or the other person is kind of going through, right? Which could be definitely something that is affecting, right? Or hindering in some way, or maybe even helping. We're just kind of looking at the energies here. But the Five of Cups is a feeling of pain, loss, sadness, grieving, regret, guilt, shame, just some really heart-heavy type of feelings. It's a very, can be, feeling depression. It can be feeling just very kind of lost, very challenged when it comes to love. And it could be that this connection is something that has brought about these feelings within you, the other person, or it could even be that this is Spirit saying that the connection that you have with this person could really, maybe even end up in this place, or something that you are currently dealing with, okay? And then I'm noticing that we do have the World energy here. And the World is about an ending. It's the ending or closing of a cycle, okay? The Three of Wands energy here is about foresight, planning for the future, potential, growth, expansion. It could even be that there is this longing or yearning that you guys are feeling towards one another. If there's distance between the two of you guys, have a long distance connection, which I'm seeing with the Three of Wands and the World, okay? Some of you, this could have been a relationship that ended for you with the World energy here, and now you're feeling distance from this person. And it could be that you have regret, or that you feel sad, with this relationship being at an end, okay? So just take this how it resonates to your situation. And then we also have the Ace of Cups energy here too. And the Ace of Cups is talking about healing. It's talking about opportunities that are being given by the universe, source, God, universe. For some of you, it could be renewal, reconciliation. It could be healing, that's happening between you and this person, or something that your person is going through, you're going through. It could be, very deep feelings that you do have for this person, because the Ace of Cups is really about this cup that's overfilled with emotions and feelings. So it can even be that you have very strong feelings towards this person, or they have very strong feelings towards you, okay? So some of you, it can be an opportunity for a beginning, right? Starting of something for the first time. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely picking up here for some of you. It could be that this relationship has ended. And if it has ended and you are separated from this person right now, then with the Three of Wands energy here is also the energy of waiting. Like I said, longing, yearning for something, right? Waiting for something to return. So it could even be that you feel sad, that the relationship has ended, and waiting to see if there is going to be some type of renewal here with that Ace of Cups. Okay, so just kind of see the other messages that are coming through here to kind of see how, what is happening. Let's go to this one here. Okay, so we have card number 38 with strength. And it says the frequency of strength supports our ability to harmonize all our qualities and skills toward a strong and balanced way of being. We have pay attention to the red flags, and it says the signs are cautioning you. We also have disseminating, waning, air moon, reputation. Okay. And then we also have solitude. Wow. Okay. So I definitely feel like there's something, something that's going on here. And it could be with pay attention to the red flags for some of you. And I feel like I want this reading to be confirmation of what you already feel intuitively. You already feel within your heart, okay, about this connection. So, of course, because this is a general reading, it may not be super specific to your situation to a T, but I'm just going to talk about the energies that I'm kind of seeing here and how this may potentially be something that you are dealing with this person, okay? As I said, we do have the Five of Cups and the World. So for some of you, it could be that there have been some red flags that you have noticed within this relationship, or it can even be something that the other person has kind of noticed within you as well, right? It could be red flags on both of your sides with the relationship. And we do have reputation here. So it almost makes me feel that some of you may have already had an awareness of maybe this person's pattern of behavior, or they may have had, you know, an awareness of your pattern of behavior, right? So there's reputation that's here. So it can be your history, their history. Like I said, for some of you, that this Five of Cups in the World could indicate that there has been an ending, and it could have been that there were red flags that you noticed, but you may have ignored them, right? You may have decided to stay connected to this person, and maybe, you know, thinking about what the reputation was about this person, and maybe kind of feeling, you know, this person wouldn't do this to me, or this person wouldn't hurt me like that, but then ends up being with the Five of Cups that maybe there is some regret that you have about falling in love with the person and giving that person a chance, even knowing that there were some red flags that were there. Okay, so take that however that resonates. But yeah, I feel like with pay attention to the red flags here, if you're noticing in this picture here, there is this woman that's standing here, and she's kind of got this little hat. It almost looks like a mosquito net kind of thing, right? Like a mosquito hat net. I don't know what it is, but that's kind of just what I'm getting here. But if you look at her, she's looking straight ahead, right? So it's almost like this net here is kind of like those blinders that they put on horses, where they don't want the horses to get scared by what is passing by them. So they put the blinders on the horses so the horses only can see what's in front of them, right? So to me, in a way, we have this angel or this spirit that's kind of coming out to let this woman know of something, right? Some type of caution or danger, or something that spirit is wanting you to see about this situation, right? And it could be that you are blinded to it, that it's either refusing to acknowledge it, refusing to see it, and those red flags have already been there, right? So you're either choosing to not acknowledge them at all, refusing to see them, but it may even be that this person's reputation has been something that has, like, I almost feel like you already know. You already knew in some way. So some of you can be, you know, if you are in that situation, it could be that you are maybe just kind of waiting, right? To kind of see what happens, to see if things are going to change, or if you are going to find renewal here. And then we also have this energy of solitude. Okay, so solitude is really time that is spent alone, which indicates to me that there could be separation, there could have been a breakup, it could be that there is a no contact situation that some of you may have been in. And maybe this connection is something that does offer a lot of reflection, a lot of introspection, to really kind of maybe even work on healing, right? A lot of healing here with the Five of Cups, of course, that is needed. Because if you are someone who's feeling pretty sad or down from that, it could be that maybe this is a period of reflection that you're also needing here, that spirit is wanting you to really kind of pay attention to what red flags are there, right? And maybe solitude is a way for kind of taking a step back from the connection to really kind of see, you know, what it is that your soul, in a way, is kind of telling you about this connection with this person, the relationship that's here. Okay, so I feel like I want to clarify these energies a little bit further. Okay, so if you're not really feeling like this is matching at all what you've going through right now, then this may not be the pile for you. Okay, but I want to clarify these energies here. And then we're also going to go into the guidebook for this. It is the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle, and that has some really good advice, guidance, messages about this. Okay, so let's see. Pile 1. What is this world? What is that? Okay. What is going on here? I've got everything. When I was using this deck yesterday for a private reading, sometimes I get lazy as soon as I'm done with my private readings for the day, and I leave my mess for the morning because I get too lazy to clean it up because I feel like I'm so tired and I don't even want to look at tarot cards for the rest of the day. So let's see. Why is the world energy here? I just want to get out of my tarot room as fast as possible as soon as I'm done with the last private reading. Let's see. Why is the world energy here for pile number 1? Why is the world energy here? 4 of Cups. Okay. The 4 of Cups is about boredom, rejection, missed opportunities, a feeling of indifference, someone who's feeling discontent. And it could be you that is feeling discontent with the way that things are with this person, right? It could be that you have gone through rejection, right? The person pushing you away. And I feel like some of you may even be in a situation where, like, if this person has rejected you and you've been trying to come forward to bring this person some type of opportunity for love, and this person may even be someone, like I said, who's in their past, because this 5 of Cups may have nothing to do with you, right? You could be dealing with someone literally who is choosing solitude, right? Choosing to be alone, pushing you away, right? And of course, that can definitely be a situation that makes you feel rejected, that makes you also feel sad, right? Disappointed. And you're just kind of with the 3 of Wands, just kind of waiting, right? To see if something changes, to see if something shifts. And I feel like with the pay attention to the red flags, it's like Spirit saying here, you need to pay attention, right? You need to pay attention here. So let's see, what else? Why is the world energy here for pile number 1? I just saw the 5 of Swords. Okay, 5 of Swords. That could be self-sabotage, arguments, disagreements, tension, even words that are exchanged and communicated between the 2 of you. For some of you, can even be involving other people, bringing in a lot of conflict into your connection with this person. Okay. Some of you, I'm getting, Spirit is letting me know, some of you are dealing with a person who may lash out with words. Okay. Like the way that they speak, the way that they talk to you. Okay. May not be for all of you, but Spirit is letting me know that some of you, this person has a potty mouth, not so good mouth, the way that they speak and talk to, say things. Like if there's the 2 of you maybe even saying mean things to each other. Okay. What is this world energy here? The Lovers. Oh, wow. Okay. The Lovers is about a very strong connection between 2 people. The Lovers can even be about a marriage. Okay, a marriage between 2 people. It can be a divinely guided connection that you have with this person. Some of you, it could be a divine counterpart. Okay, we'll say, because the Lovers can be about a soulmate or even a twin flame connection. Okay, now I want to say that even though a person is a divine counterpart, a twin flame, a soulmate, does not make it okay for a person to mistreat, right? It's not because a person is a twin or a divine counterpart, a soulmate, that this gives us a reason to stay in a situation that is not healthy. Okay? So the Lover's the World, this can be that you had a breakup with this person. You had a relationship in which there was a lot of love that was there. So yeah, some of you, I'm getting this feeling of like a relationship being over between you and this person, and Spirit wanting you to focus on new opportunities in love. But it could be that you're also feeling very like pushing other people away, right? Because you may be kind of waiting to see if there is going to be a reunion or reconciliation with this person for some of you. Keep in mind that with the tarot, energy is fluid, okay? Meaning that the roles may be reversed, okay? So feel free how to, I do this too when I'm watching other readers, when I know that they're saying, okay, this is what you're going through, pile 1 or pile 2, and this is what the other person is feeling. And it's like, okay, well, no, I'm feeling that it's the other person, right? So sometimes we have to just kind of understand that because it is a general reading, the energies are going to come through however they're going to come through. Okay? So yeah, it can be totally reversed. It could be you that you being that person who has rejected this person, and maybe they're the one that's feeling sad. Maybe if they knew that you were someone who was very hurt and very wounded from past connections, they were seeing the red flags, right? They were seeing the red flags from it. But yeah, to me, this reputation is almost like you had knowledge, like either you had knowledge or they had knowledge of, literally a person's reputation, who they are as a person, and kind of figuring, okay, well, I know that this person is this way, but maybe they'll be different with me. Maybe I can change them. Maybe I can fix them. Okay. So yeah, with this energy of solitude, it's just kind of giving me this message here that Spirit is really wanting you to take some time, to spend some time alone. It may even be away from this connection, to really take some time to think about things. It could be that there's healing that is needed here. So let's see what else. Why is the World here? The Queen of Wands. Okay. So we do have, what do we have here? Scorpio. We have Gemini. We have Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer. We also have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming through here. Isis is also Leo energy. Okay. Aries is what I'm seeing here as well. So yeah, I feel like there is a very, intense, passionate connection that you do feel towards this person, that you both may feel towards one another. Okay. Both may feel towards each other. Let's see. Why is the Five of Cups here? Why is the Five of Cups here? Eight of Swords. Look at that. Okay. That Eight of Swords is about self-limiting beliefs. It is keeping ourselves stuck in a mental prison, right, of these feelings, right? It can even be that there's a lot of obsessive thinking about this person that either you have or they have, okay? Some of you may acknowledge it and say, okay, yeah, that's me. That's me. Feeling, maybe obsessive thinking about this person because of some type of grief or loss, okay? And this may be something that is keeping you kind of stuck, right? Maybe it is you with that Four of Cups where you're not really opening yourself up to anyone else because there is a lot of feelings of pain of losing this person, and that could even be something that has been taking your power away for some of you, okay? So let's see what else. Five of Cups. And I thought this was going to be like a quick reading. I thought it was just going to be like go from pile to pile. But this one I feel like has got some complicated energy. So we're going to see. Why is the Five of Cups here? Two of Pentacles. Okay. So with this person, it could be with the Two of Pentacles that you feel like you really have to maybe put in the extra work to really bring balance and harmony into the connection, right? It could be that there are issues surrounding the person or you even prioritizing the relationship. It could be that you have tried to really kind of juggle things, right? Especially for those of you that may be long distance, it takes work, right? It takes work to some of you with the Two of Pentacles energy here. It could be that you're also dealing with someone who's been very hot and cold with you. Okay, very back and forth, inconsistent. Okay, they can even be someone with this restrictive type of energy here. So let's get one more. And the World again. Okay. So the World is about cycles. I mean, not cycles, but yeah, cycles, about coming to an end. Cycles, things coming to an end, okay? To allow for new beginnings. You do have the World here twice. We also have Capricorn and Gemini energy again. And it may be that Spirit is saying here, maybe this cycle that you've been in, maybe with people, person, right, is something that does need to come to an end, right? I kind of want to look at this, pay attention to the red flags. Let's get some more information on that, Spirit. What does pile 1 need to know about these red flags? What does pile 1 need to know about the red flags in this connection? The Two of Swords. Okay, yeah. This is Spirit saying that this is something that is bringing about stagnancy within the connection, within you, within the other person. It's something that either you are refusing to see, because the Two of Swords is when we are basically keeping ourselves blinded to reality, blinded to truth. Okay, so again, she's got the little blindfold, right? Like kind of like I was talking about. There's something you're choosing not to see about this person, about this connection, right? It could even be the Two of Swords is kind of like when we're stuck at a place of indecision, right? We're not seeing something clearly. We're having to make a decision about this person or about this connection, right? And that could be ending things with this person. It could be walking away. It could be a need for detachment, a need for solitude, spending time alone, having the strength to, right? The courage within ourselves, gaining our confidence back, our power back. So let's see. Pile number 1, Spirit. What does pile 1 need to know about these red flags? The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a very romantic energy of love, an offer of love, commitment, expression of feelings, emotions. Some of you could be dealing with a Knight of Cups, which would be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is going to be someone who comes across as very romantic, very charming, okay? And it could have been that this person was someone who kind of really reeled you in with that type of communication towards you, right? Sweeping you off your feet is what the Knight of Cups does, right? But it's like, because this person can be so romantic and charming, there may be something else about this person's personality or the way that they handle things, the way that they are in relationships, that you're choosing not to see. Because let's just say this person does have a bad pattern of behavior, or they are someone who does create conflict, challenges in the connection, that it may make you feel sad and disappointed with how this person how the relationship's gone. right? Especially if you're with someone who's been inconsistent, right? Someone who's hot and then they're cold. And they kind of, if they are someone who chooses to separate themselves from you, and then you feel sad while they're separate. And then all of a sudden, here they come with that Knight of Cups energy again, and you forget about what they've done, what they've said. The Knight of Cups can be an energy too of, like I said, the romantic charm. Like it can make us be even a little tricked by this person, right? Because they're so romantic, and it's like we kind of are wearing like the rosy colored glasses, and everything that this person, it's like we kind of put away the thought out of our mind about what they've just done, right? Especially if you're someone who ghosts you, or is hot and cold, or if they're rejection, or they're, it's just like there's something here that you're not seeing. It says the signs are cautioning you, right? Let's see. What else does pile number 1 need to know about these red flags? What does pile 1 need to know about these red flags? Some of you, I'm seeing third party. Third party. Third party, like reputation. Okay. Some of you may have like known, like if this person was a player or somebody who wasn't being genuine, honest. What are these red flags that pile number 1? The Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunity, a new beginning. It could be for some of you, like if you're, let's just say this person has never committed to you. Never committed to you. They rejected the idea of commitment here. Right? Some of you, it could be that, okay. This is tough because this is a general reading, okay? But one of the things that I'm getting here is that if this is a relationship that has already ended, right? This person is brought this connection to an end. You brought it to an end. One of the red flags that I'm also seeing here is that some of you may be keeping yourself kind of stuck and maybe kind of feeling that there is going to be another opportunity between you and this person. And I don't want to say that that's never going to happen, but for some of you, it can be that this, with the world here twice, this is an ending. Okay? So for some of you, it can even be accepting that loss, grieving, healing, right? Letting go. So for some of you, it could even be that this person may have keeping you kind of stuck in a fact that you may actually have a real solid relationship with them, right? Is this person even capable of commitment for some of you, right? And that's kind of where Spirit is wanting you to really take some time with solitude, take a step back to really look at this. Is this person showing you that they are committed to giving you the commitment that you are truly needing from this person? Okay, so that's one of the things that I'm seeing here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Is this person going to bring you a real offer of commitment here? Something solid, tangible, not just words. What is this person actually doing, right? And that could be if this person is also keeping themselves stuck about whether or not they actually want to, right? Because they can also be keeping themselves in this Two of Swords energy, which is indecision about whether or not they're even going to come towards you and give you a solid opportunity, a solid offer. Okay, so that's something that I'm seeing here too. And it could be Spirit saying, pay attention, right? What is this person's pattern of behavior showing you? What is their reputation? Have they been someone who has been a player? Have they been someone who has been dating a bunch of other people, or even dating you for a while, but you never get that solid commitment that you're really looking for from this person? What are you waiting for? Right? So some of you, that can even be this, this keeping yourself blinded to that, of a feeling that this person's pattern of behavior has maybe shown you that they've been inconsistent, hot and cold, that they are someone who's holding back from actually commitment. And maybe they are someone who's choosing to be alone, choosing solitude, choosing to push you away, choosing to reject you, and that being something that does end up in disappointment for you. Okay, so take that however that resonates to you. Some of you, it could be that you are experiencing a situation with the person where you notice that they're just kind of not moving forward. They're staying stuck in that Two of Swords energy where they do have romantic feelings, but they're not bringing forth something solid for you. Okay, so I want to look at this strength message here and see what this has for you guys. I feel like I could actually go on and on uncovering things within this, you know, in more in depth, because there's definitely, I feel like, a lot to unpack with this, you know. Okay, so let's see. The affirmation is, I am strong. Let's see what the relationship. Okay, so it says, while balance, harmony, intimacy, trust, integrity, commitment, and vitality can certainly be viewed as significant attributes to contribute to a strong relationship, there are many aspects to consider. The individual strength of each partner is one, but a strong relationship does not necessarily need both partners to be equally powerful. Sometimes the strongest of bonds are formed in a seemingly unbalanced partnership. Attraction and love cannot be predicted or determined by the mere logic of compatible factors and obvious similarities. We may find that people are deeply attracted and connected beyond any reason that we can see. Now that we are recognizing more and more that we are eternal souls on temporary journeys that last one life at a time, we must consider the connections and bonds between two souls that originate in faraway places and bring them together over and over again. Okay? So it says, are you strong physically? How about mentally, emotionally, spiritually? What do you think makes a person strong? Can somebody be too strong? Do you have strong relationships in your life? If so, what makes them strong? Are there any weaknesses? What are these weaknesses? Do you think they can be changed? How can they grow stronger with your help? Do you believe that souls find each other over and over? Is that a bond that strengthens the relationship? Okay, so, okay. So with the energy of Isis, the card that you chose, okay, like I said, this is connected into Leo, right? Fire element. So it could even be that you're dealing with a fire sign, but this is also talking about, with the goddess Isis, of course, with Leo, passion, fire, right? Some of you, the month of August could be something that's significant for you with this person or the connection. But really with the goddess Isis, this is basically saying the way to approach this situation that you have with this person. And that could be not only the things that you're needing to do, but how the other person is needing to approach this connection in order to make it work, right? It requires faithfulness on both parts, okay? Power, modesty, sensitivity, honesty, and determination. And if you are being met, I feel like, with a person or even within yourself that is not able to bring about those types of energies when dealing with the situation, right? It may not necessarily work, right? I'm seeing it as the honesty and the faithfulness also being a thing here, especially for those of you where this is Spirit saying here, there have been some red flags, okay? So for some of you, like I said, it could have been, you know, is this person deceiving you, right? What truth are you kind of keeping yourself blinded to with this person, okay? Now, I don't feel like this connection between you and this person is kind of like doomed. However, with the goddess Isis here, this is where Spirit is saying this is a connection that does require honesty, right? unobtrusive honesty between you and the other person, and also a need for being honest with yourself about the connection that you feel, right? As long as two people are willing to put in the work to help mend, heal, a connection, there isn't any wound that either you may have, the other person may have, that is beyond healing. But it does require one personal reflection with the energy of solitude here to kind of look within the self about what type of energy you are putting out towards the other person, right? So it can be that you reflect within yourself and say, okay, what can I do to work on myself, right? How can I be a better partner? How can I be a more honest communicator? How can I be more sensitive to this person's needs, or the other person also doing the work, right? Because it's not just about you and you needing to fix it and you needing to do the work. It's about you having a person, your partner, also willing to be honest, right? To be faithful, to stand in their power, for you to stand in your power, right? And for some of you with that Queen of Wands energy, it can even be that you are the person, like this is saying here, strength. It doesn't require that both of you need to be the strong one in the relationship. It takes one person to take the lead, right? And I will share with you guys, this is something that my husband actually told me when we were first dating, because I was definitely someone from my past traumas, abuse, every abuse you can think of is something that I've gone through. But I was coming from a very, very dark, wounded place when I met him, when I started dating him. And I told him, about everything that I had gone through, and letting him know, like, hey, this triggers me, that triggers me, all this stuff, like just kind of putting it all out there, letting him know, I'm a lot of work, basically. I'm a lot of work. I've got a lot of stuff I have to heal and work on, right? And this was before my spiritual awakening happening, but I was not in a good place. I probably should not have been dating at all, because I was just not good mentally, emotionally. And I told him all of this stuff, and he looked at me right in my eyes and he told me, he's like, what did he say? He said something along the lines of telling me that, the people that you connect with and all the people that you've had that have hurt you in relationships and connections, that it only takes one person, and being with that right person who can completely change the course of your outlook, right, on love. And he just kind of was saying to me, kind of providing reassurance in a way that to let me know that it was safe for me to basically let my guard down and give someone a chance to show you that love can be different, right? Love can be different. It doesn't have to hurt. It doesn't have to, because love is truly a beautiful thing to experience with another person. And what I feel like what I'm trying to say is, with that, it reminds me of this strength card, in that this is saying that it only requires one of you, right? Even if both of you have wounds here, one of you to be that strong partner in this Queen of Wands energy, to take the lead, to change the course of this connection. And it is, like Spirit is saying, it requires faithfulness, right, to this person, to the partner, but on both of your sides, right? One of you at least to stand in your power, right? Setting healthy boundaries, good communication, being honest with each other, and being determined, right? Determined to say, okay, whatever this cycle has been of rejection, of disappointment, of pain, of sadness, it ends here, right? And that's kind of basically what my husband was telling me when I was still dating him, is that you're going to choose different. You're going to choose to not look at your past as you were trying to judge in a way our relationship. Like, just kind of be open, right, to experiencing love in a different way. And it was just like, from then, it was like, it made me really understand how important communication, honest communication with a partner truly is. And if you can't even have that, right, with a person, And it's not to say, like I said, no matter how much you love a person, and if they're a twin flame, if they're a soulmate, if they're a divine counterpart, it doesn't excuse, right, certain behavior. If you're being mistreated and you know that you deserve better, right, exit the relationship, right, end it. It doesn't mean that you should stick around and put up with someone's stuff if they're not treating you the way in which you deserve to be treated, right? But I feel like this is just merely Spirit saying here that it requires one of you to stand in your power here to end that cycle, right? And to choose to be different. However, if you are in a situation where this person, you know that there are these red flags here that you have been noticing, and this person has been inconsistent with you, you are aware of their reputation, and you, like I said, are needing to also be honest with yourself about, do you feel like this connection should be something that you should move forward with, or is it something that you feel should come to an end? And also finding that strength within yourself to be able to walk away if that is something that you are truly choosing to do, right? But yes, some of you, with the pay attention to the red flags here, this is something that Spirit is saying you are keeping yourself blinded to. There's some type of truth that you're not facing about this situation with the person, right? So that I'll leave you that for you to think about, because we have solitude here, which is Spirit really wanting you to spend some time in reflection, introspection about what your true and honest feelings are about the situation with the person. Others of you, I feel like it is your person who is stuck like this, right? And it could be a red flag that you are seeing, that you're noticing they are this person, right? They can be very romantic, very loving, very charming, very sweep you off your feet, but are they stuck? And are you noticing that they are a person who's kind of stuck, being inconsistent here with that Eight of Swords, where they're keeping themselves stuck, right, in that cycle that I feel like Spirit's saying needs to come to an end, right? In order for this relationship to continue, this has to come to an end, right? And it could be that you are strong enough to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to give it all I got. I'm determined to really kind of turn this around, to end this cycle here, to bring renewal into this connection, or you choose to bring it to an end. And that's really up to you. That's your choice with what you choose to do with this partnership. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 1. I hope that this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with the goddess Venus and this little serpentine crystal, I'm actually going to put these over here, and we're going to kind of see how this Venus energy is playing into your reading. So let's look at your tarot first, and then we will save your oracle cards. So our question today is what you need to know about your connection, okay? And this is going to be guidance, advice from Spirit. I did put a trigger warning on this reading because I cannot really say what's going to come through here. I only read the messages. Sometimes with these readings, when we're asking Spirit's guidance on our relationships or connections, it may not always be the best news, okay? So we just have to be prepared for that. It may be that if some of you are feeling extra sensitive, you may want to come back to the reading when you're feeling a little stronger. So we're basically just kind of seeing what the truth is, what Spirit wants you to know about this connection that you do have with this person, okay? So we've got the Queen of Cups, so starting off pretty good. Not so good. We'll see. We'll see. You have the Seven of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles. And then we also have the Five of Wands. Okay, so it looks like there's a little bit of some blockages that are here. But we have the Queen of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles, which are two really beautiful, powerful energies. But the Five of Wands can definitely talk about challenges, conflict, differences that you and this person might have. We'll look into that a little bit deeper. And then we also have the Seven of Cups. Okay, the Seven of Cups can talk about fantasies, illusions, disillusionment. It can even be feeling very emotionally overwhelmed, confused, clouded. Okay. I'm noticing that we have the Queen of Cups energy here, and the Queen of Cups is definitely this feeling of deep feelings, emotions that are involved in this connection between you and this person. And then I'm also seeing that we have a King of Pentacles here, which can be about someone who is very grounded. And it could be that maybe both you and this person are really wanting to nurture this relationship into something that could potentially be long-term. I feel like that both of you may have feelings here, may have very deep feelings towards one another with the Queen of Cups. Okay, that I know. I feel like some of the blockage is surrounding this King of Pentacles. Okay, and the King of Pentacles would more so be about long-term committed relationship, and the Seven of Cups being about either that this is an illusion, right, that is happening in this connection surrounding commitment, or there are some type of conflict that you and this person are having, internal conflict a person could be having about committing to you for the long term. It could even be that some of you with the King of Pentacles, you could even be actually with this person, like you are in a committed relationship with this person in which there is a little bit of some tension, stress, challenges, conflict that you're having with them, or it can even be something that this person is feeling within themselves, or you are feeling within yourself too. But I am feeling like a lot of this resistant energy is surrounding the commitment here, right? So it could even be that you're dealing with someone who could be, I don't know if it's really commitment phobic. So we'll kind of see a little bit more and kind of see what else is here. We might have to clarify it a little bit further. Okay, so we have card number 34 with romantic love. And it says the frequency of romantic love supports our experience to know ourselves through the reflection of a conscious lover. Okay. We also have the energy of trust here. Okay, so maybe trust either could be an issue, or maybe that this is a connection in which you're both needing to trust the love that you have and feel towards one another. Okay, we also have keep an open mind, and it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so let's see what else. We have the full moon earth with achievement. Okay, so I was getting a little worried because of the Seven of Cups and the Five of Wands. But I feel like looking at the rest of this energy here, that I feel like Spirit is really saying that there is genuine love that is here between you and this person. And yes, there may be some challenges here when it comes to commitment. It could be in your commitment with the person, or it could even be that the person that you're dealing with is someone, or it can even be you too. Okay, so keep in mind with tarot, energies can be flip-flop, reversed. Okay, so it could be you who feels maybe a little bit confused about whether or not you want long-term commitment, or it can even be the other person too. Okay, now you did choose Venus, okay, which is connected into the energy of Taurus. The month of May may be significant to you, this person, or maybe even something about this connection for some of you. Okay, the Venus energy is really about love in all its forms. Okay, and that can be pure, genuine, true love. It can also be desire and lust. Okay, so love in all its forms. The energy of Venus is the, kind of the epitome of divine feminine. It's kind of like the Empress in the tarot. Okay, so I feel like because you have romantic love here, that maybe Spirit is really saying that this is maybe a genuine love that you do have within this person, right? I'm not really seeing from this energy up here that it is more lustful. To me, this does feel like more love, okay, that is genuine, that is felt between you and them. We have achievement here, so this almost makes me feel that even though there is some type of conflict or challenges or differences maybe even between the two of you, maybe when it comes to what you both want, right? Because one of you could, let's just say, because we have two archetypes here, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is open and receptive to love, right? She's very compassionate, she's very loving, she's very sensitive and kind and nurturing. Whereas the King of Pentacles is, you know, someone who generally is dependable, grounded, is wanting to nurture long-term committed partnerships. Like the King of Pentacles truly is someone who does want to find their person. They are someone who does want stability and security, right? They can be found with a long-term relationship. So this makes me feel like with this achievement that although there is conflict here and maybe even a little bit of confusion, I'm also noticing that this figure here has kind of got a mask that they're lifting away from their face. That maybe this person is someone who does hold romantic love towards you, but maybe they are masking it. Maybe they are not talking about their feelings, right? And I feel like Spirit's saying here to really trust in this connection and maybe even in divine timing with it, because it could be that there may be some differences between the two of you right now, but the achievement is you being able to surpass the adversity and the challenges that you might find with the connection with this person right now. The approach of Venus with this card, the way that Spirit is really saying to approach this connection with this person is to act slowly and surely, because this is the energy of Taurus. Okay, Taurus energy likes feeling comfortable, safe. They don't like to be unearthed. They don't like to feel like they're losing their stability, right? And that, let's just use the example of a Taurus who is wanting to change jobs, right? It may be that they feel like they like the comfort zone. They like what feels stable and secure in what they've always known, right? So let's just say that you're dealing with someone who has always been very independent. They've always done things kind of like by themselves on their own. And then now all of a sudden, you know, or even if there's somebody who kind of hides their feelings and they've always been that way, right? The Taurus energy doesn't really like change, right? They don't like change. They like comfort. So the way to approach this is in a very slow, steady, right, type of way to provide comfort. Because if you are, let's just say, dealing with someone who requires a connection that makes them feel safe, makes them feel secure, then it is that slow and steady movement that this person may be needing in order for you to be able to achieve success with this person. Okay, that's kind of what I'm saying. And we also have Earth energy here with the King of Pentacles too. Okay, so that's kind of the approach the Spirit is saying to take with this person. Okay, maybe it is that this person is someone who moves a little bit slower than you. Maybe you're just like, here's the love, right? Here it is. And this person's like, hold on a second, you know, I just need to be very practical about things, very methodical, and take my time with that type of energy. So I do want to clarify this Seven of Cups and the Five of Wands. Let's look at this Five of Wands first. So we do have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we also have Leo and strong Taurus energy coming through. Okay, so we've got the Three of Swords. Why is the Five of Wands here? Wheel of Fortune. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So what I'm kind of seeing with this is Spirit saying that the resistance that you're feeling with this person, the Five of Wands, the challenges, the conflict, the differences, maybe even feeling like incompatibility, right? And it could be that you guys both have feelings towards each other, right? Incompatibility is basically when we are not really, our values or views or something that we are wanting in the connection may not align with the other person's, right? The King of Pentacles can also be someone who's very focused on career, on long-term goals that they might have. So let's just say that you're someone who's, I want to be in love right now. I want a relationship. I want all of that, you know, and the other person that you could be dealing with is someone who is like, I'm focusing on my career right now, right? So even though there may be love that's here, it creates incompatibility, right? Because the two of you may not be really in alignment with what you both want. So what I'm seeing here is Spirit saying that with this connection, you may be kind of in some cycles with this person where this person, the relationship or connection can be a little bit unpredictable. And it could be something that does lead to heartache for you or pain with this Three of Swords, right? Or it can even be for the other person. Let's just say you're the person right now who's all about your career and building your wealth, building your empire, right? And the other person is like, I love you. I want to be with you. Like, let's be together, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So it could be that two of you are kind of like in two different places, but that doesn't mean that there's not love here, right? We have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles to me is that there could be stagnancy, right? There could be stagnancy, a cycle of stagnancy that you go through with this person where you end up feeling disappointed over and over again for some of you, because the Four of Pentacles energy here is the comfort zone. Okay, remember I was saying the energy of Taurus here with Venus is slow and steady, right? So the Four of Pentacles is also Capricorn energy. But it's when someone is feeling afraid to take the risk. Afraid to take the risk, afraid to step outside of the comfort zone, right? So it could be that with this connection with this person, what Spirit is wanting to know is that you may go through these cycles where either you or the other person is afraid of maybe taking things to the next level, of allowing things to kind of progress into maybe something a little bit more serious. Okay. So, let's see. Now, let's just say you're already married to this person, you're already committed. Then it could even be that, you know, Spirit is kind of wanting you to feel like, are you settling? Because the Four of Cups can also be, because it is the comfort zone, right? If you are in a connection with the person, you are in a relationship, you are married to them, what Spirit is wanting you to know is, are you settling in love, right? Are you coming to a place with that Five of Wands where there is a lot of conflict, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of stress, and are you feeling more so than not that you want to be out of the relationship? Okay, you want to be out of the relationship. And I feel like if that is the case and you're kind of have like maybe say divorce on your mind, so you approaching the situation again with the energy of Taurus, the energy of Earth, slow, steady, which really means take your time, trust whatever it is your intuition is guiding you to do, right? You can do it. You'll have the strength to be able to do it if leaving the connection is something that you want to do, right? Because it could be that with the Wheel of Fortune here, maybe you kind of feel like the connection's not really improving. It's not really what I want anymore. And I'm feeling with the keep an open mind here, it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, that for some of you that are feeling, I want to be out of this relationship, it is possible for you to do so. But take your time. Take some time to think about things very clearly, right? About what your heart or your soul is calling you to do. Okay? So take that how it resonates, because it is a general reading. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is Spirit saying that this person that you're dealing with, or it could be you, is wounded. Okay, the Nine of Wands is definitely a very wounded, very guarded energy. It can also be that there could be a lot of challenges that you face with this person, right? And that can be where you feel like this connection is something that is leaving you confused. It's leaving you overwhelmed. It may even be bringing in a little bit of stress for you. Okay. And it may feel, I feel like it's like maybe taking a lot out of you, right? The Nine of Wands is also about resilience. Resilience here. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Five of Swords. Okay, that is conflict. Conflict, self-sabotage. You could be dealing with someone who is sabotaging in a way. It could be the feeling of defeat, right? It could be that this connection, Spirit is saying, this may make you feel defeated, right? Especially if you're stuck in a situation with a person who is not really changing, or the relationship has gone stagnant, the connection's gone stagnant, right? That in itself can lead to, like I said, confusion, right? Wound, feeling of defeat, conflict, challenge. It could even be words between you and this person that are maybe even an argument, right? Let's see. Some of you can even be dealing with a person who gets messages from, like, advice from outside influence, family members, friends. There can be other people involved here that are creating issues as well. Okay. Why is the Seven of Cups here? We've got Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. And the Eight of Wands. Yeah, it's like, I feel like something to do with communication between you and this person may be a little challenging. Okay. And that may be something that you already kind of feel within yourself. I do want to see why trust is here. What is it that Spirit is wanting you to trust about this connection? What is pile number 2 needing to trust about this connection? Maybe that you're going to get a headache with this person. Looking at the Five of Swords and the Three of Swords, this person's going to give you a headache. Why is this trust here? Why is pile number 2? What are they needing to trust about this connection? The Two of Wands, a choice to make. You're choosing a direction to go in with this connection. Spirit is wanting you to trust what your intuition is telling you about it. Do you stay on this path, or do you choose to go into a different direction? Okay. Two of Swords, look at that. It's some type of indecision, feeling confused, conflicted. Like you have to make a decision about this person, is what Spirit is saying here. The Two of Swords is about facing the truth. Facing the truth, facing a decision that we have to make, the one that we're keeping ourselves blinded to. Like we know we have to do it, but some of you with that Two of Wands could be at a crossroads with this person. It could even be the other person who is in this place at a crossroads or indecision about where this connection is going, where it's headed. What does pile number 2 need to trust about this connection? The Knight of Wands, okay? Which is really your spiritual energy, the Knight of Wands. It's about your desire, how you choose to move forward in this, okay? Trust your decision. Listen to your intuition. Trust what it's telling you to do in this situation. Is it telling you to wait? Is it telling you to hold on? Is it telling you to move on? Right? Because it's a general reading, that answer is going to be unique to you and your situation with your person. Okay? So, is there anything else? Okay. I did want to read this message for you guys. Okay, so we're reading the romantic message with this. It says, feeling whole is an inner state of being, but many choose the outward journey with another to reach this sense of completion. Through relationship, and especially romantic relationships, we learn about ourselves. Unfortunately, this need for another's reflection leads to many misconceptions and expectations in romantic relationships. The most anyone can do for us is bring us closer to ourselves by focusing on our own heart and soul, our own needs and desires, as well as being conscious of our triggers and fears. We can invite them to do the same. When both of you are conscious of this, a romantic relationship can be deeply fulfilling and supportive of your individual quest for completeness. With life expectancy increasing, most of us will have more than one significant love relationship during our lifetime. This makes the whole concept of the love of our lives one to be revisited, right? Because this is basically saying we can have more than one, right? More than one love in a lifetime. It is time to acknowledge that there can be many people in both romantic or other relationships with us who can make significant impacts on our life and growth. Okay. So the food for thought for this is, are you in a romantic relationship? What is it about your person that you were attracted to? How does this person compliment you? Do you feel heard, seen, touched, understood, and accepted? Are you giving the same in return? If you are not in a romantic relationship, would you want to be? How are you searching? Write down the qualities you are looking for in another. Do you believe in happily ever after? Do you believe there is a perfect match for you? Have you found yours? And how are you actively searching? Okay. So I'm going to leave it here for you. Pile number 2. I hope that this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, pile 3. So for those of you that resonated with the goddess Ishtar and the pink agate, this is going to be your reading today, and we are looking into what you need to know about your connection. So this is basically going to be Spirit's advice, guidance, things that are needing our attention, things Spirit is wanting us to know about the connection that we do have with another person. So as I said in the intro, I am putting a trigger warning on this reading just in case. Because of the context of the question, it's really about what Spirit feels we need to know or see about the connection we could be having, okay? So if you're feeling extra sensitive, you may want to come back to the reading at a later time. Okay, I don't really control the messages that come through. I just read them for you guys. Okay, so let's see pile number 3. We have the Queen of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, wow, King of Swords, and we have Death. Okay. So because this is a general reading, I'm just going to let you know, of course, what I see here. All of you are going to be in very different situations with your connection. But I will say that we have the Queen of Swords here and the King of Swords. Okay. So some of you could be, could be strong air placements, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But whenever we have 2 of the same suit, King and Queen, this can usually talk about a soulmate connection, right? Maybe even for some of you, a divine counterpart. Now, one of the messages that I'm getting here is that this could potentially be, right, that type of divine counterpart type of situation in which you have maybe a long-term, ouch, what was that? Long-term committed relationship with this person in which there is a lot of transformation that takes place, maybe within you, within the other person. But I'm also seeing this the way because the Death card is also talking about an ending, right? So some of you, it can even be like if you are with the 10 of Pentacles, you're actually married to this person. The Queen of Swords can also indicate sometimes a divorced person, okay? Divorced couple. Okay, so some of you can even be like if you're in a divorce situation, a breakup, separation, or you're maybe like, let's just say you're married and you're separated and you're wanting to know kind of like what's going to happen. The Death card could potentially be Spirit saying here that this marriage could be over, right? It could be the end. It could be that this does actually end up in divorce for you, okay? And that is only confirming what you may already feel and know, okay? It shouldn't be news to you. It shouldn't be like, oh my goodness, this is the first time I'm hearing this in a reading, okay? So it's only the messages that come through are confirming what your intuition is already telling you. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting that for some of you could be going through a whole divorce process with that. But for others of you, yeah, I'm seeing that this is Spirit saying here that what you're needing to know about this connection is that the 2 of you have this connection with each other, with the Queen and King of Swords, that is very mental, very intellectual. It could be that you guys are ones that are very connected, even in, you know, a lot within the mind, okay? It could be that you guys have dreams, visions about one another. There could be some type of third eye chakra connection. It could be that maybe this 10 of Pentacles energy is significant of this person being someone that you do actually end up in a long-term committed relationship with, okay? It could be telling you here with the Death card that there is going to be a profound amount of transformation that does take place in this connection between you and this person. Let's just say you're separated from this person. Where the Death card brings an end, it allows for a new beginning. So some of you, that new beginning could be a long-term committed relationship. Okay, so I'm going to see what else is here. We've got card number 23 with honesty. We also have diligence here for you guys. We also have attraction, and it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And then we also have the Black Moon, air. Look at that, air again. With revision. Revision here. Okay. So with the attraction energy here, I feel like Spirit's saying that there is a very strong attraction between you and this person. I'm also noticing the word dormant here. Dormant and revision. So some of you, it can even be that there is, maybe you guys are on pause, a break. And it could even be that there is renewal that is brought into this relationship. Okay. You chose the goddess Ishtar. Okay. And this is connected into Pisces energy. We also have Scorpio here and Virgo. But the goddess Ishtar is really about, the significant month for this is the month of March. So March may be something significant for some of you. But basically the goddess Ishtar's guidance, Spirit's guidance here with the way to approach this connection with this person. And this is going to be something, of course, that both of you are responsible for, is firm, strong, positive action. Okay? Firm, strong, positive action. Because of the element of water here, water is really something that can move through, right, things, blockages, as we know from natural disasters and things like that we have. We see the force of water in the way that it can completely change things and remove things and move things out of the way, right? We see that with literally like storms that we have, you know, that involve like flooding and things like that. We're seeing how water has the ability to just kind of forcefully, in a way, kind of move something, right? So in that, the element of water here, how this kind of plays into this is being able to help to wear down certain obstacles that may come into play when it comes to the connection between you and this person. This message is also talking about the need for fighting for something, okay? A need for fighting for something. So that may be why this is Spirit saying here, it requires firm, strong, positive action, maybe from both of your sides, or at least one of you, to be able to kind of take the lead with the situation with this person, okay? Plus, we also have diligence here, right? So this is about you kind of maybe even needing to kind of get some perspective here. It can even be that this connection is one that really helps you to change and transform your way of communicating, your way of thinking, even communicating with the partner, right? Both of you learn to really kind of mature, and that could be something that's really helping you with transformation here. And honesty, right? It could be, what does it say? It says the energy of honesty supports our choice to be courageously truthful and genuine with kindness and tact, okay? And because a lot of this element of air here, right? Revision, to me, it's like you and this person really maybe having some challenges with communication, right? But as long as you're really kind of focusing on being diligent towards this, I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles energy here, that you and this person will, you know, potentially be able to really build something really strong. And maybe it does require, with the Death card here, let's just say if you're separated from this person at this time, that you kind of help to transform maybe your own ways of thinking, maturing, right? Learning how to be honest, learning how to be direct, learning how to speak your truth, find your voice, right? When it comes to communicating in a relationship, okay? So I'm seeing a lot of air here. I'm noticing there's a bird here in the air. To me, this kind of looks like a cloud. And then we've got the Queen and King of Swords here. with the element of air here too. Okay, so I do want to clarify a little bit of this energy here for you guys. I feel like pile 1 and pile 2 were kind of complicated, so we had to do a lot of clarification. Hopefully yours isn't really needing all of that. That can be a good thing, right? That can be a good thing. Why is this Queen of Swords energy here? We have the Two of Pentacles. What is this Ten of Pentacles here? The Lovers. Okay. So what I feel like the main thing that Spirit is wanting to communicate to you about this connection, for some of you, this is confirmation that Spirit is giving to you that this person is a divine counterpart. Okay? Soulmate, twin flame, Lover's energy, Ten of Pentacles. Some of you, it could be that this is a person that you end up marrying. This is a person that you end up building a life with. Okay? Some of you may literally, like I said, with the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles, may already be married to this person. Okay? Let's see here. Why is the Death card here? Oh boy, I just saw the Tower. Yeah, so some of you, like I said, I was kind of picking up that some of you could even be in separation or broken up with this person, right? You could have had like a major Tower moment that ended the relationship, right? And it could be with the Two of Pentacles here that one of you may be needing to kind of really weigh your options, your choice, your decision about whether or not you're choosing to move forward with divorce, or if divorce is something that's already happening, right? Let's see, why is the Death card here? For some of you, that Death card and the Tower can even indicate that this is a connection that will bring you some type of spiritual awakening, right? Break you down in order to rebuild you into this new version of self, right? So some of you may be going through a spiritual awakening, especially if it's a twin flame, okay? Especially if it's a twin flame. Let's see, why is the Death card here? The Knight of Cups. Okay. Now, for some of you, I'm also seeing with the Death card here and the Knight of Cups that I'm also getting with the Queen and King of Swords here, some of you may also be very guarded. And it could be that both of you have been guarded. You know, protective of your heart space because both of you may have been really hurt. I definitely feel with the Lover's energy here, this is Spirit saying that this connection with this person has been divinely guided to you. Okay? Some of you that have been in separation or even broken up, it could be that this is Spirit letting you know that this person is going to return here into your life. Okay? Maybe with the dormancy, it's like kind of like, this is Spirit saying maybe it's a little bit of a pause or a break that you guys both need in order to maybe revise your way of thinking, their way of thinking, both of you to kind of receive clarity in order for you to take decisive action about what you're really choosing to do, I feel like, with the connection moving forward. Okay, let's see. Why is the Death card here? Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. I feel like Spirit's saying here, with the Knight of Pentacles energy here, even for those of you that, let's just say you're a twin flame in separation, this could be something that does take a little while, okay, with the Knight of Pentacles, especially, you know, if you're waiting, let's just say for your twin flame to like get it together and figure it out, heal and all that good stuff, that it could be something that the person is maybe a very slow moving energy with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very cautious about their steady movement forward, okay? So that's also, I feel like, it's also very grounded energy. Okay, so let's get a little bit more. And those of you that are actually getting a divorce, right? You're going through a divorce. I feel like this is also Spirit saying that you will have new love coming in, okay? New love. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the Devil. Okay. I'm also feeling here that this is bringing an end to fears, maybe for both of you, surrounding commitment, surrounding doubts, codependency, attachment. The Devil energy can sometimes be very restrictive. It can create a lot of illusions, right? So there's a lot of transformation that's happening with this, and that you can be healing, this person can be healing, being more open and receptive to love, right? Some of you can be bringing an end to a connection or relationship with this person that maybe was unhealthy, right? So because this is a general reading, like I said, just take what fits, what's yours, leave the rest, may not be for you. Because there are different situations that are coming through. Okay, it's not a private reading. So let's see what this Ten of Pentacles, I want to clarify that a little bit more. We do have Capricorn energy also here. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? The Sun, yeah. This is, yeah, for some of you, this Lovers, the Sun card, the Ten of Pentacles, it is really, really beautiful energy between you and this person. And I feel like Spirit's saying here, you know, especially if you're in separation, broken up, I feel like this is my twin flame pile. Or people that are, you know, have a soulmate that they're connected to. That maybe this Death card is a good thing. You know, the Death card is helping with transformation and bringing something to an end. And it's bringing that Devil energy to an end, which is what we'd like to see, right? Like I said, the Devil can be manipulative energy, can create illusions, fears, doubts, restrictions, oppression, self-limiting beliefs, blockages, right? Toxicity, karma, karmic cycles. And so maybe that is a good thing, you know, that this connection is something that's going to help maybe both of you to transform. And with the Sun energy there, it's really this feeling of joy, happiness, fulfillment, completion, right? I kind of want to see why this Queen of Swords is the Two of Pentacles. So let's see. Why is the Queen of Swords this Two of Pentacles? Judgment. Okay. So Judgment is... okay. Some of you, I feel like Spirit's saying here that there is karma to be cleared between you and this person. There is the need for release. Okay. And I feel like specifically coming from the feminine energy with the Queen of Swords, there's a need for the feminine's energy to find balance, harmony within the self. Judgment is about release. It's about an awakening. Some of you, it could even be that you as the feminine, if you're a feminine watching this, that you may have been awakened first in this connection with this person. And judgment is also a need for you to really kind of answer your soul's calling. And that could mean you working on your healing, your ascension, your basically your soul's purpose, okay, with that feminine energy that I am seeing there. For some of you, judgment could be you making a big decision, a big life decision. Like I said, for some of you, it could be that you maybe feel like you were married and you were happy with this person and you were good, but maybe kind of now feeling that you feel very detached from this person, and maybe the connection has gotten toxic. So some of you may be feeling kind of back and forth. Should I or shouldn't I leave this person? And Spirit is saying here with Judgment that there is a big decision for you to make, right? And it's really a need for you to kind of look back on the relationship to see, you know, what have I learned from this? And some of you with the Devil energy, it can even be that you feel like you're stuck in a toxic relationship with this person. Maybe it was beautiful, amazing in the beginning, but now there is this detachment between the two of you, right? So that's going to be a need for you to be open, honest with yourself, to really take some time to think about things, right? What it is that you're attracting, what it is that you're wanting to attract into your life. And that also is where Spirit is saying here, you need to be firm, you need to be strong, and take some positive action, decisive action with this, because judgment can literally also be divorce, going before the judge, going in the court to make some type of judgment call or some type of final judgment, paperwork, legal, that kind of stuff. Okay. So let's see. Why is our King of Swords here? We also have Leo, Scorpio energy. Why is the King of Swords here? Ace of Swords. Okay, so that is clarity. That can also be an awakening, right? It can also be us having a clear mind to be able to make decisions that we really need to. Okay, right, it's the King of Swords here, the Five of Wands. Okay, the Five of Wands can be challenges, conflict, differences, incompatibility. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. We have the Empress. Okay. So yeah, some of you, this could be someone, like I said, that you are married to. You are already in a relationship with. And I'm getting kind of like that situation being, do I really want to stay in this marriage? Do I really want to be here? Right? It could be the feminine's energy is kind of going back and forth over what to do. What's the decision here? The masculine energy I'm seeing over here, especially for those of you that are married or in a committed partnership and you're thinking about wanting to end it, the masculine energy is feeling very conflicted. It could even be that the masculine is thinking about differences, fighting, tension, stress, conflict that is happening. And this is all surrounding, for some of you, the Empress energy here could be a wife. It could be that you have children with this person. It could be that you're married. You've built, invested a lot of your time and energy into it. Okay. Some of you with the Devil energy here, that could have even been cheating, infidelity, temptation, desires, things that also maybe created some type of ending here as well. Won't be for all of you, but I am picking up that energy there too. Okay. For some of you, it could be that, especially if this is your divine counterpart, your twin flame, you've had, like I said, have had the awakening. You've been working towards trying to find balance within yourself, right? Prioritize you. Also think about your counterpart here as well. And it could even be that the masculine is going through, I feel like, an awakening, but also maybe feeling conflicted, inner conflict about acknowledging recognition about this connection, right? So it can even be like if you tell someone, hey, you're my twin and we're supposed to be together, and they're like, you're crazy. What are you talking about? I've never even heard of a twin flame, right? So that's kind of what this is kind of giving to me is too. You could have a counterpart here that's just kind of like not even on that same wavelength as you with it. It could be that they're just kind of like fighting it. There's resistance on their side. And with the Ten of Pentacles, the Empress, this really is a beautiful energy, right? And I feel like Spirit's saying here, if that is the case and this person is your counterpart, be patient, right, with the whole process. Like Spirit is saying here with the goddess Ishtar, it could be that there is a need for fighting for this connection, right? It is one that's important. We've got the Lover's energy here. So it is one that is absolutely being divinely guided to you. And some of you could be that this is actually a person that you end up marrying, a person that you end up having children with, if that's what you choose to do. Long-term, okay, committed partnership with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. What else am I seeing here? Okay, so I think that's it. But I want to read this message. I read it for the other piles too. So we're going to look at this honesty here and see what other messages, guidance, advice, Spirit has with this. 23 for you, pile 3. Okay, so it says being honest with others starts with being honest with ourselves. How do we really feel? And do we feel that we can express that without being punished or shamed for our honesty? Like attracts like. So honesty attracts honesty. In the relationships, honesty and integrity are qualities that pave the way to closer connections and greater intimacy. When we feel that someone is honest with us, we feel we can trust them, and it's easier to express ourselves honestly in return. Being honest doesn't mean that we have to say everything we think all the time. And when we decide to speak, we can be mindful of how we express ourselves. Kindness, compassion, and tact are powerful allies of honesty. Learning when and how to be honest is important if we are to cultivate harmonious and successful relationships. So the food for thought message for this card says, do you consider yourself an honest person? When are you dishonest? Think of occasions when you chose not to tell the truth. Why did you make that choice? How do you feel about little white lies? About telling minor fibs to a stranger, to your best friend? Contemplate how it would be possible to be honest without hurting someone's heart. Do you want others to tell you the truth all the time, unconditionally? So what I feel like I want to do is I want to see with this message a little bit more. Spirit is guiding me to do that. So I'm going to grab another deck here. And I want to see what its spirit is, you know, wanting you to maybe be honest about with this connection. Okay. So why is this message of honesty here for pile number 3? What is pile number 3 needing to be honest about with this connection? Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords is deception, right? Deception, illusion. It could even be someone avoidant, running away. We have the Four of Cups energy here, which could be some of you dealing with someone who has been rejecting you, rejecting the connection, turning down the opportunity. You know, especially if it's a counterpart situation. Some of you, it could be, you know, where you feel like your twin has just kind of completely neglected you, pushed the connection away, is avoiding the connection. And some of you, that can also maybe be a need for being honest with yourself too, right? Is this a cycle of rejection that you're going through with this person? Or for those of you that are going through divorce, okay, specifically going through divorce, it could be being honest with yourself about this person maybe having lost interest in the connection with the Four of Cups here, because the Four of Cups can also be about boredom, right? Boredom, disinterest, lack of interest in something. And that Seven of Swords would be avoidance. So it could be, you know, if this is a marriage that's truly over, a relationship that's even over, that you have invested into, and there is detachment here or toxicity that even happened, is there a need for you to be honest with yourself? Okay, so because it is a general reading, it's not specific to you, I'm just going to kind of leave it open to your interpretation with that, if that's something that fits. The Seven of Swords is avoidance, running away. You know, for some of you, it can be deception, somebody trying to get away with something. For some of you, like I said, there could have been cheating, infidelity that may have also happened. And if that was something, that can also be a need for you to be honest with yourself about the situation, right? Are you on the receiving end of somebody who's rejecting you, who's pushing you away, who's lost interest, who's gotten bored? Or do you also feel that way about this person? And if you are, and you've been avoiding the big decision, which could be, do I or don't I get a divorce? Do I or don't I separate? That's also Spirit asking you to be honest with yourself. What are you feeling, right? What are you feeling about this? It's time for you to really gain some clarity here, because Judgment is about Spirit basically calling our attention to make this big decision that we need to make for our life. Okay, so wherever you're at on the spectrum with this person, let's see. What is honesty? Look at that. Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so yes. And look at that, the Devil at the bottom. So as I was saying, for some of you, if you are in a toxic situation, in a relationship that is unhealthy, an unhappy marriage, an unhappy long-term committed relationship, there's a lot of instability here, because the Four of Wands could literally be a breakup, an unstable relationship, an unstable partnership, an unhappy or unstable marriage. You could be dealing with someone who maybe this person has already moved out, or the two of you are separated. So that can also be, like I said, a need for you to be honest with yourself. Are you really happy in the marriage? Are you really happy in this relationship? Some of you, it could be that you are also dealing with a counterpart who has broke up with you, or is avoiding relationship, avoiding commitment. And they could be really kind of maybe even having some karmic cycles that they're really needing to kind of go through right before that. So for some of you with your twin flame, it could definitely be a fight, right? Definitely be a fight for the relationship, for the connection, to bring about stability into it, right? Of course, it has to be a joint decision between you and that person, but this is also Spirit wanting you to be completely honest with yourself. Is this person avoidant of you? Are they running away? Are they avoiding commitment? Are they, you know, bringing rejection here? You know, have they lost interest? So that can be a need for you to also maybe even shift focus towards yourself, right? Work on your own healing, work on your own growth here. We've got the Devil energy here twice. So this is something that is an impact within this reading as well, okay? The Devil can be very restrictive. Like I said, create illusions, doubts, fears. It can be manipulation, obsession, attachment, codependency, right? So like those of you that are, say, like in a marriage and you're not happy, are you staying just because it's comfortable or because of finances, even though you're not feeling fulfilled, right? So that in that case, that's where Spirit is saying, be honest, right? Be honest with yourself. How do you feel? Do you feel like you deserve more? Do you feel like you want more for yourself? That to me is where this revision comes in with the element of air, because it's affecting our thoughts, it's affecting our communication, and a need for you to kind of really maybe even have your own wake-up call, your own awakening, right, about the connection that you're in with the person, and maybe a revision of your thoughts, your actions, your words, a need for being able to express yourself, right? Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 3. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.